Is this what you look like right now? Do you want to become a shrimp? Shrimps don't draw as well as humans, and that's why Ugee has a package for you. It's their s1060 screenless drawing tablet, and it's going to save you from becoming a shrimpling instead of an artling.
Artsy cha. Wait, did you say screenless? In today's mission, we're going to look at one of my favorite options for digital artists because of its pure strengths in ergonomics and price point. Seriously, this is one of the best options you could have, and that is a screenless tablet. Wait, do you even know what a screenless tablet is?
When I talked to some young and Gen Z children, they had no idea what it is. One of them asked, if the screen is broken, why didn't you get a new one? Maybe you know what I mean if I say Osu? This is a screenless tablet. A screenless tablet is cheaper because it doesn't have a screen. It essentially acts as a mouse in pen form, but because you can look straight at the screen while you're drawing, it improves your shrimp posture since your neck isn't bent like a croissant. Then your arm is also in a more neutral position, especially if you draw with the tablet on your lap.
I will say though, from the start, I really do like this tablet. But before we get into the reasons, let's see first what was added into our inventory. In the package you'll get your gorgeous big boy tablet, warranty card and starter guides, your pen. This pen is light and clicky like my previous pen. I wonder if the nib will wear down, but thankfully we have tons of replacement nibs. Extra nibs, the nib replacer tool. Last but not least, we have a cord that connects to USB-C and cord adapters in case you want to draw on any Android smartphones. Sorry, Apple peeps. Nice! Now all you have to do is download the driver on the Ugee website, restart your device, remove the protective film of the tablet. Just remove it with the tab, not like how I did. I failed like 3 times before I just went with the tab again. Plug it in, and you're ready. You know it's working if you see this white light light up.
And now for another honest review. I was shocked by the size of the tablet. It's bigger than I thought, and it was about the size of my laptop, but of course, much lighter.
The tablet is about a weight of a 9x12 sketchbook.
It's surprisingly portable, but I'll also get to that later.
Amongst the small nitpicks include when I first started, I was panicking because it seemed like the program wasn't working until I clicked with my mouse button for some reason. It had to connect that my mouse was also my drawing tablet, so it was a bit weird, but it was a quick fix.
My favorite thing about this tablet is the stylus pressure. The S series boasts of a 60-degree tilt and 8,192 levels of pen pressure. And I was like, I don't know what the heck that means, so I'll just test it out myself. Let's just say I was very happy with the results. Coming from the Apple Pen one, I was still satisfied, and I feel like with a little practice, I can get back into my style of rendering, which is heavy on color picking and pen pressure. This brings me to the next best part, which is the shortcuts. The shortcuts are also pretty responsive and about the size of a laptop's keyboard with a clicky sound. Now, if you want me to be nitpicky, since it is an honest review and all, the first time I used it, I wish there was some way to distinguish each key from another. But I think just like touch typing, it'll be fine after you get used to it. I haven't quite figured out how to use a shortcut with 2 categories, but so far it's enough to help me greatly in my workflow. As you can see in my videos, I actually don't reach for my laptop keyboard all that much because almost all that I needed was on my hotkeys. You can also see how much I use the shortcut since every time I do, this bar pops up to show which shortcut I triggered. These are the custom keys that I set for myself since it's mostly what I use. It took me a while to figure out what worked best for me, but once I got used to it, it became second nature. The stylus also has 2 shortcut buttons which I've switched so it's easier to access, and added the color picking tool which is Alt. Using hotkeys like Alt and Shift also allows you to access other shortcuts much easier.
I also like that you can bring the control panel up. You can also set your shortcuts per program. So for example, if Photoshop shortcuts are different from CPS shortcuts, you can just switch per program. There's, I feel like, a lot more I can still discover in here. It's these little things that really make it an artist tool that can also be used for professional settings, since it's customizable and its emphasis is on helping the artist.
This tablet is extremely light, thin, and minimalistic. Unfortunately, the version I was allowed to review is not a wireless one, which would have been cool, but I'm finding that the wire doesn't actually bother me that much. I was going to say that this tablet was not travel conducive because of its size, but with Storm Ugee, we didn't have power at the house, so I ended up having to bring the tablet with me and traveling either way. And I found that if you can fit your laptop going somewhere, you can fit this tablet and pen and it'll be fine. It's even great because now you have fancy food and you don't have to do the dishes. So surprisingly, this is travel friendly thanks to its very thin and light size. Now, I was ready to go into this and find some big cons since of my experience of the last tablet, only to be shocked not to find so much.
The other nitpick I would have is that the hand tool shortcut sometimes would go crazy when I used it with my pen, but I learned not to swipe, instead to drag, and if it still keeps going crazy, then just switch to the brush tool and the hand tool again. The main thing I would say that is kind of hard with a screenless tablet, especially at the beginning, is the disconnect of a screenless tablet. Once you get used to the disconnect, it's actually fine. And I've been over the disconnect of a screenless tablet for years now. Especially when your coordination is not as used to it, zooming in the details, it's a little bit harder than when you would have a pen and a screen tablet. The other disadvantage of a screenless tablet is all of your colors and your accuracy also relies on your monitor screen. So those are the small nitpicks that I have on a screenless tablet. For this tablet in particular, the small glitches I mentioned already, but everything else I'm actually quite satisfied with. Now here's my theory with why I prefer screenless tablets over screen tablets, especially for now, until I get money. Because you can do all the work that you need to do with less money. One day if you have enough money to set up a computer, fancy monitor or two, and a fancy screen tablet that has the same resolution or higher resolution than your monitors, then that'd be great. But all of that costs around this much. But for the price and benefit, I'm currently convinced that screenless tablets are one of the best setups you can have digitally. I really like this tablet. I'm shocked, but I think it worked out since I was literally looking for a tablet like this. Thank you so much to Ugee for this tablet, and let me know what you guys think. Do you think you might be getting a screenless tablet in the future? I hope I also was able to show another option for you digital artists, especially for you artists who are broke or have broken wrists, and show you that this is a great budget-friendly entry into digital art. What do you think? Do you think you're gonna get a screenless tablet? I hope I've made the option of screenless tablets clearer to you because it is such a viable option for beginner artists with a great bang for buck. I also hope to make a video talking about a path from phone artist to pro in the future. But till then, I thank you so much for the support you've shown me. And with much love and bubble tea, I hope to see you in the next art venture.